Good morning, everybody. It's Ann Varillo here with stampwithann.com. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend and that you got some crafting in or some enjoyable outdoor weather. I heard it was very hot, I think in Minnesota or something. Anyways, can you believe it? It's Monday, September 30th, and October 1st is tomorrow. Oh my God. Um, I put all my fall stuff. I didn't do my fall stuff in the house, but I put everything outside out. And today we're going to have another day of fantastic weather. It's going to be 76. I'm up here in Auburn, New York, which is central New York, so close in between Syracuse and Rochester. I'm happy that we get another good day of weather. It's always fun. I think September reminds me of kind of that Indian summer. So because our winters are a little bit long. But anyways, I don't mind the winters either because I gotta stay in and craft all day. So if you guys are watching on my YouTube channel, um, give me a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you guys leave a comment. I love to go back and read the comments. I had a major faux pas on my class on Friday. I'm using my software. Oh, and it better not be muted. Let's see here. No, I'm my my mic is working. So I was 10 minutes into my video or my live, and one of the folks came on and said, "We can't hear you." So I had to kind of adjust everything, and at least I got my mic working. So, anywho, and if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you're following me and leave me a comment there too as well, because I love to go back and see the comments. So this week I am crafting with the More Than Autumn bundle. So if you guys saw the latte, the what was it called? Lot of Love latte or something, but that was on our online exclusives. I'm a coffee drinker, so of course I had to get that. But this bundle is so cute. It's just perfect for fall. It's that, apple picking, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice. It's got everything in it. So I did get it, and to be honest, I just love it. I want to keep on crafting with it into next week. But anyways, I'm featuring it on my weekly card class to go. So if you guys are familiar with that or aren't familiar with that, it's just I designed 3 cards. You get 2 of each design, so that's 6 cards in a kit. I give you everything you need, the consumables, the designer series paper. The only thing I can't do is stamp it for you, per Stampin' Up's policy. But I also give you envelopes and inside panel. And you get all that for making a $40 purchase, excluding tax and shipping, in my online store. And I want to give a big shout out. I sent my email out Sunday announcing this new bundle, and I've already got orders. And I want thank you so much to my customers. I really appreciate it. It makes me excited, and I'm just filled with joy to be able to share my passion for crafting and creating cards. So without further ado, let's get down to it. I'm going to pop us down to my craft table. Excited. This is a big week for us. We're doing I'm going to the Pink concert on Friday, so I'm super excited. All right, here's my craft table. So we're going to do a lot of coloring with our Stampin' Blends today. So here is the here's the stamp set. Don't you just love it? Little coffee cup or latte. It's got peppermint, hot cocoa, apple, eggnog, apple cider. So I love all of the sentiments. You can mix and match them together. I love the Love You More Than. And then except maybe you. I mean, there's just so many possibilities with that. And I love the little pumpkins, the apples, the gingerbread man. And look at the donut. There are so many cute cards out there with this donut. So yeah, so anyways, I made 3 cards. Now listen, on the dies, this is really cute. So this stamp here, there's a die that goes with it, but you can also, oh, I'll show you because that's our first card we're going to make. And these are the dies. I've already got some in my tray, so yeah, there's just so many possibilities. I love this set, seriously. So let's put that over there. Hopefully, oh, you know what? I am going to need it up here because I've got to take some stamps out of there. So let me show you the 3 cards that I did for this week. And I did do a fun fold for Friday. Yay, fun fold. Okay, so this is the first card. And I have to tell you, I cased this from Jaimie B. I'm just going to call her Jaimie B because I can't pronounce her last name. But she's with Stampin' Up with Jaimie, and she's just lovely. I love her cards. I love her designs. And so I cased it. I couldn't help myself. But this is the card. It's so cute, right? Nothing's better than pumpkin spice. And I did the inside, except maybe you. So this is the iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper. Now, I did a major faux pas on this too. I posted my stuff on my blog already today. Well, actually, I haven't posted it yet. I'm waiting till after this video's done. But I forgot to put my little pumpkin on the coffee cup. But this is what I was going to tell you about the whipped cream. I guess you call that whipped cream, right? The die. So I'll show you right now because I get so excited about this. I love when Stampin' Up does things like this. It's like so fun. Oh, if I can get it out. This is my magnetized tray. Okay. So there's 2 little, now let me tell you this, this image right here, it reminds me of one of the emojis, and I'm not going to say which one, but you'll know. But anyways, this cuts out the whipped cream, right? And see this little one? This one cuts out the top of the whipped cream. If I can get it in there right there. See how that goes? Oh my goodness. So you can put it on the pie. It's so exciting, right? I get excited over the stupidest things. Okay, so this is the first card, and we're going to do this one today. There's a lot of coloring we're going to do. So this is the second one. I love the pretty and pink and black together, but these are the donuts. Isn't that cute? You had me at donuts. I left it blank. I haven't decided what to stamp inside yet, but I thought this was super cute too. So we're going to make that one on Tuesday. This is our In Color Designer Series paper that I'm using. Okay, and check this one out. This is a fun fold with the lock slide mechanism. But this one, there's dies for coffee and latte. So you can use those intermittently on your cups. But I popped on a pumpkin and an apple and another donut. And it says, "Hello, Fall." I forgot what I put in here. Nothing's better than pumpkin spice. And I just did another little piece of pumpkin pie in there. So that's the one we're going to do on Friday. I'm super excited about this one. I have not made one of these before, but they're relatively easy, and I'll show you how to do it. But anyways, okay, I can't get over my excitement. I'm sorry, people. So what you get in your kit, you get all of the cardstock. I cut everything, I score it. Let me see, which one is for my tag? Oh, this one is, okay. You get envelopes. So let me just organize everything here. This is for the inside panel. I'm going to set that aside. So is this. I guess I must have done 2. Well, we'll leave these because in case I make a boo-boo or a mistake, I can have an extra piece of cardstock. We're going to do some die cutting. This is the panel. Okay, so let's start putting some of this together. So I'm using crumb cake cardstock. I do like the crumb cake, especially for fall cards. I mean, if you think about it. And then this is the Iconics. Oh dear. Is this a little short here? Better not be. It is. You know what? Let me trim this. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna trim a little bit off of this. Sorry. Yep. A little. Sometimes you'll find out that sometimes you get a sheet that's maybe like an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch longer, like 8.5 by 11, and maybe that 11 is just a little bit long. So you just got to look at that and just trim it off. So I did. I trimmed it, and look, we're fine. So anyways, this is the Iconic Celebrations DSP, which I love. It's got a lot of different designs in it. It can be used for fall, for Christmas. So it's a good set to get. Good DSP. So we're just going to go ahead. Let me make sure I got my card right here. Yeah. Okay. Make sure you get that right. So I'm going to go ahead and use my multi-purpose liquid glue and just adhere this to the front. Typically, I don't do a lot of 5.5 by 4.25 covering a front of a cardstock, but I do like the look. And oops, that's why I use my glue. Bring that down just a little bit here. There we go. So as I said, I don't usually do this. I usually do it 5.25 by 4, and I leave the card base underneath showing. But I love how this looks, so I wanted to do that. So this is pecan pie. Again, we're just going to layer it with the crumb cake. I really had a lot of fun crafting with this bundle. And you get so many different ideas that you just kind of don't want to stop. But I think it's just a great set. Let me bring that down a little bit. There we go. Okay. And make sure I have that right. And I'll go ahead and adhere this to the front because we're not going to pop this one up on dots. You guys know that I like to pop things up on dots, but not this one. So if you're watching live, give me a shout out. So I know you're there. That looks good. Okay. So I'm just going to put this up here because we've got some coloring to do. I've already went ahead and stamped the images that we're using. I've stamped them in tuxedo black ink. We are going to use some of our Stampin' blends. So I'm doing the coffee cup. I'm using pecan pie and crumb cake in the coffee cup. And then pumpkin, I think it's pumpkin pie. Let's see. Pumpkin pie. Yep, pumpkin pie, obviously, for the pumpkin pie. And then, so it's pecan pie, crumb cake, pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use the light gray granite for the whipped cream. You want to be able to add a little bit of color to that so it's just not this stark white. So let's get started with that. I'm going to use the light. Actually, I'm going to come in with a little bit of the dark pecan pie. Where are my glasses? When I color, I kind of need my glasses. It's for that close up, you know, that my hair is getting in the way. My reader part of my glasses. Okay. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the the dark pecan pie, and I'm going to go over some of the markings here. What do you call them? Lines, I guess. Just a little bit. I just want to add a little bit of that color in there. And then I'll come in with some, and I'm using the brush tip. You could use your not the brush tip, I'm using the bullet tip. You could use the other tip if you'd like. And then I'm going to come in with some dark crumb cake. But this is where I'll use just a little bit, and then I'm going to use just a little bit of the light too. I'll come back in with a little bit of light pecan pie. I should just leave these open. I put lotion on my hands. Oh my God, I can't get it open. Oh, there. Oh my gosh. In fact, I think I'm going to use, oops. Oh, that was smart. I just got it all over my finger. I think I'm going to use some of the, now I'm not like perfect at this like Patty Bennett. She's awesome. She is like an awesome blender. But not me. I get it done enough and then I'm like, all right, that's good. So that's one part of the coffee cup. Let's come in here now with the light pecan pie. Oops, there goes the cap. All right, so I'm gonna do a little different here. Just gonna do that. I'll have to get my thing later. This is the dark crumb cake. Just gonna come in here, do a little bit of blending. And now I think I want to make the middle part a little bit lighter. So I'm going to use the dark crumb cake, and we'll see how this looks. Now I'm using the brush tip, you can see that. And now I'm going to just come in with some light crumb cake. I might want to cover that up more. I might not like that. I don't think I do. So I'm going to cover that up a little bit more with the dark crumb cake. That's the thing about Stampin' Blends. You can really, you know, add more color. You can lift it with the lifter if you want. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sneezing. Dark, I want the light. So I'm just coming in and just kind of coloring a little bit of this up, just to give it a little bit more. And I'll come in with the light and kind of do the top here. Now this top part's not going to show because we're going to put our whipped cream over it. But I still want to color it in. That looks pretty good, I think. Maybe add a little bit more dark crumb cake to this. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to, why don't we just do the whipped cream real quick, because I want to show you. So you just want to go inside these lines here and just add a little bit of the gray granite. And that'll give it some dimension, a little bit of color. Another thing you could use in this is your, what is it? Winkostella, if you wanted to add like a little bit of glitter type to it. Now this one, I'm just going to do the top part because I'm going to cut that top part out. So we don't need to do it all. Do I need to do? No, it's only those 3 things. Okay. Now the oh, I need the light pecan pie and a little bit of the dark pecan pie because I'm going to do the crust. So this is the dark. Again, I'm just going over those little lines there because that gives it a little bit of shadow. Then I'll come in here with the light. If you can see that. Sorry, my hand's in the way. I'm just going over the bottom of the crust. There. Now we'll come in with the the dark pumpkin pie. I'm just going to put a little bit here in the front. And then I'm going to start blending it with the light pumpkin pie. You just want to come in here and pull some of that darker ink outward. Just like that. So you get some of that shadow. There we go. And now we're going to do the little pumpkin. I'm just using the light for right now, and I'm going to put some dark in there. Put a little bit more light, kind of blend that in. There we go. And let's see here. I'm going to do something. I don't know if it'll turn out like I want, but I'm going to try it. I want to lighten this up a little bit. So I'm going to use my color lifter. I don't want to lift too much out. Just a little bit. And then I can use my light to kind of go over this. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm going to do the same to the top. I got a little heavy-handed. I think that looks better. Okay. All right, now for the fun. I'm gonna bring in the big guns here. Oh, we've got to die cut these out. I've got all my dies over here. Put these away, put this away. And let's see, I've got my Post-it note tape. Where are my plates? Plates are under here. I'm gonna move this up a little bit. So this is the fun part. Okay, so I like to use the Post-it note tape to hold these down, especially if I've got a lot in here. I don't want it sliding around, so I'm gonna put that down real good, and then I will do the pumpkin pie one. There's nothing worse than having your dies kind of move around when you've gone under there, and then I gotta do it over, and I'm all, oh brother. Sometimes you can just trim, if it moved slightly and you've got a little bit more of a white border, you can go ahead and trim it with your paper snips. Okay, look at this, is so cute. I love it. The little white one. The little, just for the little top of the whipped cream. It's so cute. That's the only thing, is making sure I get these on here right. I could have just die cut them all out and, you know, but what's the fun in that? You guys got to see how I do it, right? I mean, that's part of the class. Now my little pumpkin, that's my son's nickname. I call him Pumpkin. Or Buddha Bear. Okay, let's get these through. Ta-da! Make sure they all came out okay. Still need that. Yeah, my pie. See, I'll probably trim a little bit of that off. Make it better. It moved. Not my coffee cup though. That stayed fine. My whipped cream is fine. My little pumpkin. Oops. No, that goes in there. And this goes in here. Okay, one more thing to die cut. So I'm going to show you how we did this. So these are the words, the pumpkin and spice, and I'm die cutting it on pecan pie cardstock. You can't see what I'm doing. Now this I don't need to tape down because there's nothing really, I just want to make sure it stays on the paper. Okay. Stop moving around. Stop it. Okay, now I can probably set this aside over here. I'll get these out. I'm gonna need my take your pick tool to get this off of here. I just want to lift this up. There's the pumpkin. There's the spice. Okay. Now, what I did is, you see this piece right here? You could stamp the words in pecan pie and then fussy cut it out on white cardstock to have that bubble effect. Or what I did was I traced this die on basic white cardstock just with a pencil. The trick is, don't turn it around. Don't do it like this. Do it like this, the front part. Because then when you just turn it around like this, your words will be perfectly fine on there, and you won't have to mess around with brushing off any pencil marks. So make sure you do it this way. Now, I am not a big fussy cutter. I don't like fussy cutting. So when I do things like this, it's a bit of a challenge for me. And I'll tell you who's a very good fussy cutter is Jaimie B. She can fussy cut like nobody I've seen before, but not me. But anyways, we're going to adhere this. Let me get my silicone mat out. If you're working with a lot of glue, it's best to use this so you don't get glue all over your surface. And here's what I did. I'm just going to put some glue very gently. I am going to get out my tweezers here just in case I need them. I'm just going to put dots on here, okay? Because you don't want a lot. There's a little bit of glue there. Now, you could use the fine tip, and I think I might have on one of those. Maybe I did. Maybe I will. I think I used my regular glue, and then I used my fine tip glue, but we can go ahead and use this. It's fine. Now, I'm sure if you guys have watched me before, see, this is, oh, there it goes. One of my girlfriends, she's a demonstrator under me. She joined with me. She hates glue. And she does a lot of the intricate, dies with the flowers and the leaves, and she just, she hates glue. She says it gets all over everything. Now, it does. She's just got to be patient and careful. But what are you going to do, You could use your adhesive sheets. If you've got the adhesive sheets, use them. So we're just going to pop this on here. Line it up. Got to hold this for a second because it does need to adhere to the paper. See, and I don't like how this came out right here. Oops. See, there's like a little sharp point. It's supposed to be more rounded. I'm just going to round that a little bit. And I probably trimmed this one too much, but that's okay. There are no mistakes in crafting. So, okay, now we're going to do it with the pumpkin. And I'm sorry if I'm taking a long time. I just want to make sure I get this on there right. So today we're all the girls and I were all meeting at 4:30 today over at one of our restaurants, bars, Curly's here in Auburn. We're celebrating one of our friends' birthdays. Her birthday's today. She celebrates all month though. She has lots of friends that have birthdays in September, so they probably go out every week. I'd be tired. Okay, so let me turn this over and we'll get that on there. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Not really. Oh, yes I can. Yeah, this glue you gotta hold on to. Just for a second. Now, you don't have to put the white background behind it. You can just put it on there. The only thing is you're not going to be able to use Stampin' Dimensionals. You're going to have to use glue or adhesive sheets, which isn't bad. You know, it's still going to show up. You could use a darker color cardstock if you wanted to use early espresso or something. I'm just trimming, sorry. I see things and then I go, ah. All right, so we've got our pumpkin spice. We need to put our little pumpkin. I'm not going to pop it up on a dot. After I did that, I didn't like it. So I'm just going to use some glue. Where is my, there it is. Oops. This is a little easier to do when you have your, take your pick tool. Some of these small little dies. Ooh, I put a little bit too much glue on there. Debbie's gonna say, I told you so. Here's a little bit of glue. And then we're gonna glue our, we're gonna glue our, my hands, whipped cream to the top here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue here. Okay. Yes, if you guys are not on my newsletter, if you haven't signed up yet to receive my newsletter, there's a link below to sign up for that. Make sure you do, because I'm doing a special 12 days of Christmas, and I'm going to provide free PDFs with directions to everything. So that's only for my email people though. It's not going to be on my blog or anything else. I'm just doing that for my email subscribers. So if you're not on there, sign up on the link below. Okay, so now we just want to put our little, let's do this again. How does this go? Our whipped cream. Goes like that? No, like that. Ah. Okay. Give me this again. Just pick that up. Yeah, and I've been up since 4:30, people, so. Oh, darn it. Well, I'll do it after. No, shoot. Okay, I have to do what I said I was going to do. You see, I didn't like, it didn't, my little pie moved. So let's just even some of this out, just ever so slightly. We're just going to take our paper snips in there. I'm not going to do a lot, just a little bit to even it out, just a little bit. And because I popped off the bottom here, I'm just going to make sure that that line is straight. There. Now that looks a lot better. So now let's put our whipped cream on here. We'll hold that down for a minute. Okay. So now we're ready to put this. Oh, weird. Well, we're going to put this together now. Actually, no, we're not. I'm all over the map today. Sorry, people. Sorry. What I want to do first is stamp our sentiment. Nothing's better than. Get that out. Love you more than. Nothing's better than. So we're going to stamp this in pecan pie. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Nope, it's not straight. It's not straight. And I should be using a bigger block, but I'm not. I'm using this one. Okay, I take that back. I'm going to use my bigger block. That way I can see it better. Okay, that's good. So I've got pecan pie. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it. Taking a little longer today. I try to keep my videos to like a half hour. Just because I know people want to get going and stuff, but my card class kit, I give you all the directions. I provide a PDF tutorial, so. And because I can, I'm going to get something to do the banner with. If you guys have this in your stash, use it. It's retired. Your labels. Pick a banner. And I'm just going to use it because I don't really feel like screwing up more today. Oops, get that in there straight. There we go. Usually I'll just clip it, and I've already messed up on this one, so I should have just clipped it. But I'll fix it. Just hold on. This is slightly bigger. That's why it's not working. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to angle them. There. And there. Well, we solved that. And I got to angle this a little bit more. There. Okay, let's put it together. Yeah, hi Jamie. You're going to have to watch the replay. Yeah, watch the replay. I'm almost done. I did a little couple changes here, but it's fine. It's all fine. Okay, let's put this together. I've got my Stampin' Dimensionals. And we're just going to pop the cup up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Bring my ashtray over. Not ashtray. Oh my God. I don't smoke. My trash can for my things. Okay, so I just want to make sure I get that right about there. You can see. Then we're going to put our pumpkin spice pie over here. Do the same, just a couple Stampin' Dimensionals. You don't need to be looking right down at that. Do. Our little pumpkin pie. We're gonna pop these up on Stampin' Dimensionals, mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Make sure we got them down here enough. So let's go ahead and put the sentiment up at the top. Yeah, got some right here. I don't like using retired stuff when I'm making cards because if you don't have them, you can't get them. So that's kind of why I stay away from that. So my faux pas on using the retired pick a labels punch. Now I'm using mini Stampin' Dimensionals on these. And you're just going to have to look at the space that you can pop these up on where you have enough room. So I usually try to do like maybe 3 or 4. I like to make sure I get the middle hooked up and then maybe one over here at the end. Okay, we got those all off. All right. So there's that. And then we'll come in here with the pumpkin spice, just right here. Do the same thing. I'm just going to use 2 on this one. Nah, maybe 3. Yep. I love the fall. This is, you know, my favorite thing to do is we have a great, what do you call it? Apple place. It's called Beacon Skiff. But you pick apples. They have all kinds of drinks. They actually serve alcohol, which of course I like. Okay, so let's finish. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Let's go. Okay, this is the inside. Oh dear, dear. What did I do? Oh wait. Oh, I put it along the bottom. Okay, perfect. We're okay then. I thought I did it on the side. So again, I include all this designer series paper in your kit. It's all cut. You don't have to worry about it. Make sure that's down. Yeah. Okay, got that a little bit longer than I needed to. So we'll just snip that. I don't need to snip it on the bottom. Okay, before we adhere it, let's get the Accept Maybe You stamp. There we go. Nothing's better than pumpkin pie except maybe you. We'll just use our little, that looks good. Pecan pie. I love pecan pie. It's very sweet though. Okay. There we go. Now we'll adhere this. I'm not done yet. I gotta do my bling. Gotta do bling. My watch is telling me to keep on moving. No, I don't want to move. I want to sit here and craft. Okay, so we're just gonna adhere that inside. Let me straighten that out a little bit. There we go. And last but not least, you guys know that I love my bling. Push this aside. I don't like it when it's messy. Messy, messy. Okay, these are the ribbon adhesive backed dots. And I think they're in, yeah, pecan pie and clear. So I am using the right ones that I wanted to. I think these were cute. Just put a couple down. You don't need a lot. There. Now we're done. So cute, right? Just pumpkin spice. Nothing's better than pumpkin spice except maybe you. So that's the first card in this week's card class to go. And I just, look at my hair, it's a mess. I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I know I went a little over. Normally I don't do that. But it's been fun, right? So come and join me Wednesday. I'll be sharing the second card in the series, and I promise it won't go as long, okay? So have a good day and have a good rest of the week, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.